Hi guys, it's RC321 back again. Continuing on the build of the RX104 FF Gundoom. Start to finish build series. Right now we're going to be starting on the weapons. Well, there's only one weapon on this thing, it's just one gun. One gun, that's it. Oh, well, other than the beam sabers as well. So we're starting on... Oh, does it have beam sabers? Actually, I don't... Yes, it does have beam sabers, yeah. At least I think it has beam sabers. Yeah. Yeah, it has beam sabers, yes. So, we're pretty much onto the final stretch of this build anyway. So we're doing, as I've already mentioned, we're doing the weapons, and we're also doing the backpack front chest unit, I believe it is. Just over here, that's all of the gun. Just those three pieces, that's all it is. That's all that consists of the gun. And then we've got all of these parts for the rest of it. Oh, hey, look at that. Yeah, whoever's seasick, don't watch this. I'm not very good with handheld stuff, am I? Well, I'm not very good, period, but there you go. Right, okay, so without further ado, we're going to start with the gun first. So obviously we get these two parts. I'm not worried about cutting the pegs off of these, because they're just going to fit in, just going to be nice anyway. And just snap it together. Snap, snap, snap. No, snap. Come on, snap in there. You know you want to. No, you don't. Okay. And I think I might glue this bit. Yeah, I'm going to glue it. Right, I'm going to take it apart again, and then we're going to give it some glue. I think, just because when I'm going to glue it, you'll see what I'm going to tell you how. Because it's going to have a seam line underneath, which underneath is fine. I mean, on the top here, it's not a problem because that blue part will be fitting over the top of it. But underneath, it's going to have this horrible, nasty seam. So we're going to see if we can get rid of that. If I can get it apart. Nearly there. Let's get this part. Come on, that's it. And come on. There. Come on, up you come. Off. There we go. Right, okay. So a lot of people use the Tamiya cement glue. I use Revel Contactor Professional. It's pretty much the same thing. So this comes in a nice nozzle. Yeah. Let's get rid of some of that gunk. And get it flowing. Come on. Flow. Come on out. Nope, doesn't seem to want to play with me today. Just blocking it. Come on. Okay, right. Looks like something's blocking us. I'm going to have to unblock the hole, so I'll be back in a minute. Right, okay, that's very well. I've got it unstuck now. Right, so I'm going to apply just some of the glue inside these parts here, because what this glue does, it will actually melt the plastic together, which is what we want. And now put some glue on the sides, and the reason we want it on the sides as well, you cake it on. Don't be scared about how much you put on of this thing. Put as much on as you possibly can, because what we want to do afterwards, when we get to put the two pieces together, squeeze them really hard, and it will push some of the glue out, and with that way we'll be able to, hopefully, because it melts the plastic, sand it all together. This evening shot, yes it is. Sand it all down, and have a nice flush flat piece. That's it, there we go, that's that. Now we get this and put this back. Now obviously with this glue you have to be very careful with your fingers, because if you get any glue on your fingers and then put it on the part, it will make your fingerprint mark. So you've got to be very, very careful, because that is something we don't want. Right, squeeze it, because then you're having to sand off your fingerprint mark. Come on. Oh, bugger. Oh, shush cat. Right. Let's put a little bit more glue just in here, because for some reason it's not gluing. There we go. And what I can do as well is put a little bit more down on here and on here, wherever there's a gap. See, don't worry about how much you're putting on. Just cake it on and hold it together. Yes, just hold it together for a few. Push it down like this. Probably be easier, wouldn't it? Should have thought of that beforehand. Come on. Oh, nice shot of my arm there, look at that. Right, you can't really see because I'm slightly off camera here. There we go. I'm actually pushing down quite hard on here. I'm singing in the rain. Okay, let's not do that. Yeah, I promise I won't do that again. Honestly, I don't promise I'm going to do that again. I probably will do it again. Right, so I'm going to let that sit for a minute before I put the blue bit of the gun on. So while I'm waiting for that, we'll continue with the rest of the build. So just turn the page on the manual. Right, so we're going to get this part here, turn it up the other way. Right, right. Now here, this is where I definitely want to be cutting and trimming these parts, because I'm going to need to take it apart so I can get the canopy out, because there's a small canopy that's needing to go in there. And so when we glue it, when we put it back together after painting and we glue it, we can just put the glue inside the peg holes, and the glue should hold what's left of these pegs, and we should still be golden. Now, emphasis on that word should, obviously, because usually, you know what, everybody knows what happens to best laid plans. Sod's law usually happens if you're in the UK, Murphy's law if you're in the US. So I wonder if anyone from the US watches this. Don't know. Possibly. Maybe. Right, anyway, so we've got this like this. We get PC19, which will... How? What? No, come on. Go on. PC19 goes into there. Right. Then, so put that down. Then we get this clear blue part, which I actually really like. There's a bit of a nub, too much of a nub there that I just want to get rid of. There we go, that'll do. This will then fit in between here. It fits in just nicely. Like that. Oh, that actually looks pretty damn cool. Okay, so with that in now, you then get this part and put this into here. Oh, no, missed a bit. Right, missed a bit. So, see how easy it is now to pull apart? Like, we need this part into here. Is that right? Yeah, that way. That's better. That goes in there. Then this part goes on there. Yeah, I knew that. I was just testing, make sure you guys were all awake and knew what I was doing. That's better. That's more like it. Right, so have that bit. Now put that to the side. No, we don't put that to the side because we need it. We then get this part here, and that just slides onto this part. The opposite side. That. On there. And then we get this. Again, I'm just going to make a little, because I want to be able to pull this off. And this goes into that hole there. Okay. So now we put this to the side. Next up, we get this part here. Is it this part? No, it's not. It's this part. So this part here in this position. No, actually, this part first, and that way round. This will fit onto, not that way. That new. Oh, I see. It does go on this bit here. It goes like that. Very loose at the minute, but I'm not worried about gluing it together yet until we obviously paint it. But again, because this is going to be needing to be painted, I'm going to have to trim up some of these pegs. As I say, you don't, I think I've mentioned it before, you don't have to trim it if you don't want to. If you're just doing a straight build and then just panel lining and no paint, then obviously just build it. Have fun, just do it, go for it. Right, so that's that done. Put this back on. Right. Put this back on here. Get this part. And line up the holes, and you should just push on just like that. And again, you can see, let's see if we can get up close here. Alright, come on, focus it, there we go. Now I don't know if you can see, it's actually quite loose in there, and it's not quite marrying up the way it's supposed to. But once you paint it, we'll get a bit of glue in there, it'll be fine. But anyway, that bit's done. So put that to the side. Next is we get this bit, and we get this. Now I don't need to take these apart, so I don't need to cut them, so that just fits onto there nicely. Like that. Put that to the side. Now we get this part, and in this position we get this in this position, and that's gonna go onto here like that. But then we get this part, and before we put this part on, you never guess what's gonna happen again, because I want to get that grey bit out so I can paint it. Yes, more trimming. Oops, that might be a bit too much there on that one. There we go. So anyway, once that's done, and we just push it on. Yeah, definitely want to paint that, because that's going to look really nice if you like a nice bright silver or something like that. Alright, so that's that bit done. And then we get this little doohickey, and while it's like this and this away, that just goes into there, like that. Okay, and put that to side and do the same thing on the other side. So we get that bit, that goes into here. Oops, see, told you I lied. Right. And then that goes into there, like that. And then this bit again, like that, so the flat end is on the outside here, bumpy end on the inside. Now you can see, I don't know if let's get up close and personal with this one. You see it's got like a mould line in there. Don't worry about that mould line, because we're going to be sanding that off later, and I'm going to be showing you how to sand it off. And also you can see here where the mould line, hang on, let's get it zoomed in. There we go. You can see there it's not quite right. So we're going to re-scribe it and make sure it's really nice and just nice. Because this other side is pretty much the same as well. Well, there you go. It's pretty much the same as well, so we're going to have to do that one. Right, so that's that. Turn the page. Right. Now we get this part, and then we get this part with the. So we get this part here, then we get this part. This goes into here, like that. Then we get this part, angle it downwards into here, just like that. Then we get this part. Now this part, I have to pay attention, because this has to be in this position, and that is going into here. Now I'm not too worried about this coming out, because it looks like it's going to be quite easy to come out. Then we get the other side, match everything up, and hopefully it should all fit into place. Oops. So just like that, and then we've got these that move around like so. Okay, that's that part done. So put that to the side. Now we go on to, oh no, we're not finished with this part yet. No, I do apologise, we're not finished with this, because we need to get this part, and this will go into here, like that. Will it? Yes, it will. I'll make sure of it. There you go. That will go in there, and then we have to pull that back out, because as usual, I made a booby. It goes there. We pull this out here. Come on. There we go. come. Now you come. You know you want to. Yes, you do. Yes, you want to be a good. Yes, come on. Come on. There. Oh, shit. Right. Right, this is what happens when you don't cut the pegs. As you can see, I screwed up. It's not too much of a problem though, because that'll be the same size as what's in there, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anyway, what I missed was the polycap, and the polycap goes in. That's the way with the thin end. If we can, let's see if we can zoom into it. Let's see. Thin end, zoom. There we go. Not zoom, focus. Thin end at the top, and that just pushes in like there. Okay. Now, before I go any further, let me cut this off because I'm going to need to trim these dooblies. Should have thought about that beforehand, but I didn't think I would need to. And when you don't think you need to is when you usually do. Well, sometimes. Alright, so that's that. And now should all fit in nice, neat and snug as a bug in a rug. There we go. There. So there's that bit done, and then we get one of these which will slide into there. And the same for the other side, which will slide into there. There we go. So there, okay, now we can put that to the side. Now, we get this part, and facing that way. This facing that away. Yep. Ouch. Pinched me. Goes on there. Just got a little bit of extra flesh on there. Right, so that's that one. Now we do the same with the other one as well. And oh, no, that's gone away the dodo. Right, okay, so that goes into there. Like that, so we have those two. At that there. Then we get these two. And how does this work? That way. So that goes in like that. Okay. And one side goes into here. Now, all throughout this kit, when you're building it, it's telling you put a sticker here and put a sticker there, because it's telling me to put stickers in here. Again, not going to be doing that yet because we're going to be painting it. It's pointless putting stickers on when you're going to be painting it. Right, so we now have that, and we put that to the side. Now we do the heady, the bit that goes on the head. So we get this part in this position. Get the poly cap, so it's the hole is facing downwards, obviously, Robin. Right, into there. We get this red part, which actually it's got quite a bit of flash left on this. I'm just going to give it a quick trim off. The red part. Where you going then? How are you supposed to fit up there? Oh, I see. Right, so with the top half on this fits on there. Doesn't matter which way around it goes. Let's have a look, see about this way. Yes, it does. It matters which way around it goes, so be careful of that. Right, okay, so then that fits in. It's just not really held in because it'll just fall off, so just be careful. So that goes in there, so that means I'm going to have to hold it in there, that way down. Oh, and you never guess what I'm going to have to do again, because I need to take that red part out. I can't be bothered to, because it's such a, it's the amount of time it will take to use masking tape just for that small piece. It's just as quick pulling it apart and painting it separately. I mean, yeah, you could just mask it off, which is fine and dandy. There's some parts on this model where we're gonna have to sand it. Not sand it. What am I talking about? Sand it. Jeez. Mask off with some masking tape. But right now, this balls. Come on, are you in the right way? Yeah, okay, so that kind of fell off, so let's put that on there. There we go. Just push that in, just here, there we go. Now that's that bit, and then we get these, and with these have to be in a certain angle, and so that will be like, this one will go in here, this one will go in here, like that. This gold piece goes underneath in here. The red, no, not the red, here is the clear blue piece, will fit on there. Come on, get in. What's stopping you now? Can't see anything that's stopping you from going in, so why you're not? Let's try pushing it in that way. Well, again, we can just glue that on later. This doesn't want to stay. Right, then we get this white bit here, get this red bit, fits on there, and this then, no, this way around. Really, that way around? That seems a bit funny, but no, that's what the instructions are telling me, so that way around, and then that's that bit done. Okay, turn the page. So then we get this big bit we've already done. We then get this part, which will fit inside that poly cap that we've just polycapped in. Can you see that poly cap there? Yeah. Now slide into there, and then this should pop in to the poly cap up here. Right, so there is that bit done. Okay, good. Right, so there's those two bits done. Now let's go back onto this gun. It should be quite dry now, which it relatively is. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this part, and this just slides into the little holes. Yeah, it's telling me to put a sticker in there as well, but there we go. That's pretty much it. And that's the gun. All done. Well, that's the build done. What we're going to be doing next, I've got a phone call, they can wait. Oh, no, there we go. Alright, that's the build pretty much done. The next episode will be putting it all together so we can see what it looks like. Then we'll be discussing how to take the parts off. You see me do it in a few bits and pieces, but we're going to go into a bit more detail on how to take the parts apart so we can parts apart. how we can take it all apart, put it back together ready, and see what we can cheat with painting, see what we can't cheat with painting, and just go from there. Well, thanks very much for watching, guys. Hopefully the next video will be the best one, seeing what it looks like all together. And see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.